Hello everyone, I'm Kiko Lee. Today I will be presenting my research project analyzing stock market dynamics using statistical time series feature. This study explores how the stock market behave, particularly during time of crisis, by examining its statistical feature. I conducted research as part of my project at the University of Sydney under the supervision of Dr. McHarry. Analyzing market behavior, especially during crisis, is essential because sudden events can trigger big shift that traditional statistical method might miss. Understanding those patterns is crucial for forecasting and managing risk effectively. We use time series analysis to capture patterns in price movement, volatility, and correlations, which are key to identify trends and unusual patterns. By extracting a wide range of statistical features, we can gain insight into the market structure and potentially detect earlier signs of instability. The objective of this study is twofold. First, to explore market dynamics and detect crisis patterns through in-depth statistical analysis, and second, to leverage a robust time series analysis toolkit to create a comprehensive set of features. This toolkit enhances our ability to monitor and classify market behavior across various sectors, ultimately improving our understanding of financial market response in times of crisis. In this project, we are using a toolkit called HCTSA, which stands for Highly Comprehensive Time Series Analysis. It is a MATLAB tool designed to extract, analyze, and compare thousands of features from time series data. HCTSA, including over 7,700 unique features, covering a range of methods like correlation, information theory, nonlinear function, and model fitting, etc. This diversity allows us to capture a wide variety of patterns in time series. The main advantage of HCTSA is that it provides a rich feature set, making it possible to study and classify complex time series data across different fields, from finance to neuroscience. As a powerful toolkit, HCTSA is successfully used in analyzing time series from biology, neuroimaging, medicine, etc. Despite those success in those fields, HCTSA has rarely been used to study financial markets. Financial data has unique features like sudden shift during crashes, which makes it an interesting area to explore. Our goal is to use HCTSA to analyze complex patterns in the stock market, especially during market crashes. With this wide range of features, HCTSA might help us capture important signals that traditional methods might miss, giving us a more complete picture of market behavior before, during, and after a crisis. The data comes from Mathematica's financial package, which provides daily closing price for stock across 5 different sectors: technology, healthcare, financial service, consumer cyclical, and energy. Each sector including 20 stocks, totaling 100 equities, and the data covering 1 month is around 22 trading days. For classification purpose, each file is named in the structured format. It starts with a number, the stock ticker, followed by the sector names. For example, 101 ADI Technology refers to the first stock in technology sectors. We have organized the numbering by sector: 10122 for technology, 20122 for healthcare, 301 320 for financial service, 401 420 for consumer cyclical, 501 520 for energy. This naming system helps us easily classify and analyze during each sectors. Separately use the HCTA framework. In this study, we have 2 main stages. Stage 1 focuses on testing the classification robustness using HCTSA. The stage 2 involving analyzing stock market dynamics using the sliding window method. Now I will be presenting the first stage. In this stage, our focus was on testing the classification robustness using HCTSA across 5 sectors: technology, healthcare, financial service, consumer cyclical, and energy. We aim to see if statistical feature could help us accurately categorize stock into the respective sectors based on the daily price behavior. Now, here is why it is important. Traditional financial analysis often face limitation during market crashes. This is because during those times, assets tend to be highly correlated, which makes it hard to detect unique sector behaviors. However, If HCTSA can still accurately classify a sector even in those challenging conditions, it suggests that non-traditional methods like HCTSA might capture unique market signal that traditional methods miss. If successful, this would mean that HCTSA can provide valuable insights, especially during crisis periods. This could pave the way for better market analysis by highlighting meaningful patterns that may go unnoticed with standard approaches. Here is a sample of data. We try to classify equities in the time period of November and March in 2020 and March in 2010 to see the performance. Let me show you a brief overview of the classification results by a confused matrix. We found an interesting result. The classification performance for March 2020 during the COVID-19 market crisis was extremely well. Now let's dive into the detail for this period. Yes, so this is a period we are looking at. We are classifying 100 stocks listed on the right, covering 22 trading days. At first, using all 7,000 features didn't give us good results. The large number of features added too much noise, making it hard to find useful information. Even though we have many features, it didn't improve accuracy. The green line shows random selection, and only after fourth principal component does the model perform better than the random. This raw output isn't ideal for accuracy predictions. However, after using certain principal components, the training accuracy reaches 100%, though test accuracy was around 64%. This suggests the features do contain valuable information, but need careful selection. To ensure data quality, we examined all 7755 features. We noticed that many had bad issue, like special or constant value, which could introduce noisy. Here is what HCTSA helped me did the clean job. Remove feature with invalid value. 2546 feature with less than 100% good value is removed. Removed near constant output. This feature reduced the feature from 5209 to 6412. Lastly, applied mixed signal normalization. So we normalized the remaining data to fit with the 0 to 1 range. After this filtering process, we have a refined set of 2811 high-quality features for analysis. Then again, we apply PCA to assess the model's performance. Here is what we found. For effectiveness, with 23 principal components, we reaches 100% accuracy in the training set. And for robustness, the result exceeds the 95% confidence level for the random baseline on the test data, showing consistency. This suggests that after denoising, the feature provides useful and reliable information for classification during the market crisis. On this slide, we are looking at the carpet plot created from normalized data. The color in carpet plot, dark red indicates highest value in the features, while dark blue represents the lowest. For the axis, the row x-axis represents the 4811 different features extracted for each stock. The column y-axis showing each of 100 stock time series, one row per stock. So each row in the plot corresponds to the features of a single stock, displayed in color to indicate feature intensity. Overall, this 100 times 4811 carpet plot provides a detailed snapshot of statistical features for 100 stocks during March 2020. This visualization helps us see patterns in the market data during this period. Now, over there, the clustering using Euclidean distance is applied to our carpet plot. This clustering changes the overview pattern compared to the previous slides. Now the stock on the y-axis are reorganized based on these similarities as determined by the clustering. This reorganization helps us see groups of stock with similar feature patterns more clearly. By clustering, we can better identify relationships and patterns in the data during this time period. we start classifying equity from 5 different sectors using a linear supported vector machine classifier. Model used tenfold cross validation, which means that we split our dataset into 10 parts. The model was trained on 9 parts and tested on the remaining 1, and this process was repeated for each fold. The average classification accuracy across those folds was 72%, with a standard deviation of plus minus 10.328%. This showing that the model has a stable performance. To verify the statistical significance of a model's accuracy, models run a permutation test. We randomly shuffled the labels and then re-evaluated the classifier 100 times. This allows us to create a distribution of accuracy score with the random labels, shown in green. The model's real accuracy of 72% is much higher than the average of a random distribution, which is 19.94%. This difference, highlighted in red, indicates that our model's permutation is not due to random chance. Model established a p-value for the test. A low p-value suggests that the model accuracy is statistically significant, meaning that classification is meaningful and not random. So in summary, the results show that the feature based on SVM model can reliably classify the sectors, and the accuracy achieved is well above random performance. This confusing matrix showing how well the SVM classifier performed in categorizing stock from different sectors during March 2020, which was a peak of the COVID-19 financial crisis. The classifier had particularly strong success with the energy sector, where we see high accuracy. However, it struggled more with the consumer cyclical and the technology, where misclassification occurs. On the right, we see the histogram compare the accuracy of our model against the random chance level. The real model accuracy significantly outperformed the random chance, which was surprising given the market's high volatility during this pandemic crisis. This result was much better than I expected, showing that even in turbulent times, there are distinguishable sectors patterns. To better visualize how the time series from 5 sectors are distributed, we apply PCA. This plot shows that data reduced to 2 principal components, which help us see patterns and the clusters across the sectors. While PCA gives us a useful view of the overall distribution, it doesn't fully separate the sectors for accurate classification. This is because PCA is unsupervised and reduced many detail into just 2 dimensions. So PCA here is only for visualization. For actual classification, we are still using SVM, which is a supervised learning method to categorize the data more accurately. This plot shows the top 16 features that contribute most to the classified equities. What is interesting is the feature comes from mixed fields like stationarity, entropy, and Flory spectrum method. Those are big names in time series analysis, using across medicine, physics, and beyond. But here is addressed. Our financial popular star, like Gotch and Arma, didn't make it to line up. Despite their fame in finance, they didn't rank among into the top feature here. Instead, we see a diverse range of methods stepped into the spotlight. Now, let's see the first 2 top performers to see what makes them shine. The first feature is PP Compare. This feature measures how time series properties change after pre-processing. It helps us see shift in stability and structure, commonly used in fields like signal processing and environmental science. The second one is entropy randomized. This feature can measure nonlinear behavior by observing how time series properties change with increasing randomness. It's often applied in phenomenology and neuroscience for study complex, unpredictable systems. So both features provide valuable insights by capturing different patterns across sectors, helping improve classification accuracy. The diagram with heat map could help us to detect a similar time series method from different film. For example, feature 1132 normalized nonlinear autocorrelation function with feature 2616 hypothetical Walker simulation. The first one is primarily used in nonlinear dynamics and chaos theory. It measures higher order autocorrelations in the data, which can reveal complex dependencies and nonlinearity that might not be captured by traditional linear autocorrelation methods. The second one is this approach is more commonly associated with statistical mechanics and complex system. It simulates a worker or particle move through the time series based on the data's value at each point, capturing patterns of movement or changing over time, and is often used to model dynamics in the system with varying states. So those two methods, though from this distinct field, can provide complementary insights that clustering suggests that they might capture similar underlying dynamics in the stock market data, potentially reveal to the volatility or trends during the market crash. This plot shows the top 20 time series with the highest similarity to our target stock. So for this example, I chose ID75 DHI, DR Houghton. So this one is a housing company. During March 2020, the model used Euclidean distance to find stock with similar statistical features to DR Houghton. Interestingly, DR Houghton shows an high similarity with one Oki and energy company highlighted here. So this raises a question: why would a housing company and an energy company behave similarly during the COVID-19 pandemic crisis? It is worth exploring how certain industries might show unexpected correlation during times of market stress. Moreover, pairwise comparison is performed well as shown in the confusing matrix, and the distribution by PCA 2 dimension are in the below. One interesting finding in pairwise classification is between technology and energy sectors. During the COVID-19 crisis, it was able to classify 20 energy stocks against the 14 stocks with 100% accuracy. This high classification accuracy suggests that the market behavior of technology and energy sectors was distinctly different during the crisis, making it easier for SVM classifier to separate them. In conclusion, the success of the pairwise classification shows that the large feature set used here provide meaningful information, highlighting the effectiveness of this approach for analyzing market dynamics. This is a promising start for future research. Move to stage 2, stock market system analysis with sliding window, which is a part I am still working on. Basically, at this stage, with the help of HCTSA, I create a carpet plot for different periods across the market. And about the goal is to see if we can spot any eye-catching changes in the statistical feature over time. Think about those carpet plots as a roadmap guiding us through market shift. Okay, so now I'm sure you are wondering, where do we even start? Great question. So personally, I do like to start with most obvious one, the mystery blue beans. They just stand out, so why don't we start from there? Okay, so let's dig into those cool blue beans first and see what they are telling us. While exploring the menu of time series operations, I identified those mysterious blue beans with very low value. Turns out they corresponding to methods like SB-multi2 and SB-multi3, which are commonly used in bioinformatics for analyzing DNA sequence pattern and gene expression data. Quite unexpected, right? So now my current task is to rearrange the equities based on the mean value of those blue beans. I will create a new carpet plot after rearrangements, hoping this might reveal more insight about the dynamic change in the market. But who knows what we will discover? Maybe something, maybe nothing, but that is a fun part of this project. And perhaps there are other directions we could check out in the carpet plot. So thank you for your listening. If you have any insights or idea, please feel free to share. I'd love to hear them. And this is the end of my research presentation, but certainly not the end of my research journey.